You are looking live at a packed house here in beautiful Waynesboro, Virginia for Ward Family Entertainment's Night of Legends. This is Doug Gentry along with Rob Feinstein calling the action here tonight. And this is going to be a great night of wrestling action, an old school night of wrestling action with some of the newest stars of professional wrestling along with the legends of pro wrestling.
That's right, you got Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, Kamala, you got the original Midnight Express, the Fantastics. Everybody who is who of professional wrestling is here tonight in Waynesboro.
And what a spectacular card we have tonight, but not to shade away from the action or anything, but this is also for a good cause here, as this is a benefit for the University of Virginia's Children's Hospital. It's just a great seeing all these people showing out, coming out here in Waynesboro, benefiting a good cause, but they're also going to get a great night of wrestling. As we see in the ring right now, the Stro, former WCW superstar, against an up-and-comer, the Kamikaze Kid.
I heard David Flair's in the house.
That's right, David Flair is in the house. And I think he has a scheduled match against NWO Sting tonight. We'll find out more about that later, as the Stro, with a definite weight advantage here, just tossing around the young Kamikaze Kid.
Hey, I was backstage and I ran into Road Warrior Animal and Rick Steiner. I mean, this card is loaded, Doug.
I mean, it's unbelievable, the talent that's come out here. Look at all the people here. I'll tell you, Marvin Ward, the CEO, the president of Ward Family Entertainment, he has done a heck of a job here in promoting. I haven't seen a crowd like this at a show in so long. This is just great to see. This is like the old times growing up watching wrestling here.
I couldn't even get a parking spot. I demanded first class treatment. I had to pull up and there was no parking for me. I stole some old lady's spot. She won't know.
It's supposed to be a charity show, and you're pulling shenanigans like that. As the Stro working over the Kamikaze Kid here with a nice wrist lock.
Who is the Kamikaze Kid? Who's under that mask?
I have no idea. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I'd like to know. The Stro has him backed in the corner. The crowd getting behind him right here. Wow, that's got to hurt the wrist right there, Rob.
Well, he's out. I really want to know who the masked man is. I know somebody it's not, and that's Dusty Rhodes.
Well, I don't think so. Dusty Rhodes looks a little bit different right there, as the Stro is capitalizing here on the Kamikaze Kid.
Push him really. Look at the power and strength of him. Throwing him right back to the corner. Big stiff chops.
Big stiff chop. Rock the Kamikaze Kid. It looks like he was going for a tag there. There's nobody to tag there.
I like his mask.
It's a cool looking mask there. Let's see if his wrestling ability can back it up here. He's having a tough time already.
If you were a gambling man, Gentry, who would you be picking right now?
Well, obviously, I'd pick the Stro right here, and I think all 2,000 people here in Waynesboro do the same thing. That looks like the smart bet here, as he's definitely have to have like a 50 to 60 pound weight advantage here.
I want to know who put these two guys together in the ring.
I don't know, but let's see what happens here. See, whips and flips him around.
Nice manhandling this man.
Nice, powerful maneuver right there as he's working on that left arm, that left wrist. One more time here. Just smacks the wrist against the mat. That's got to hurt, Rob.
He's lucky he ain't wearing a wristwatch or it'd be broke.
What's he going for? Working on it again. He's almost embarrassing this kid here. He's not even going for a submission or anything.
He's basically taking him to school, Doug.
Oh, big chop. Looks like he chopped him right in the throat. I'll take the wind out of you. And now what's he going for? Is he going to stomp on that hand, Rob?
He's working over the hand.
He's definitely got the right idea here with the weight advantage. Looking for the crowd approval. And he gets it. He stomps it right down. Kamikaze Kid not showing any offense. It's like this guy's wrestled a match already, a couple matches. He looks like he has nothing in the tank right there, because he just got elbowed right in the head.
Kamikaze Kid probably doesn't even know where he is. He's kamikaze.
That's right.
If I was Maestro, I would rip that mask off and embarrass this guy. This got to be his hometown. You know his mom and dad are. I wonder if his mom and dad around the house wear a mask.
I don't know. I wonder what this guy looks like under the mask. If he's not good looking or he's hiding his identity. I don't know. A lot of people used to do it like that. As the Stro goes for a knee and misses, Kamikaze Kid, he's got to follow up. I think this is his only opportunity. And now a leg drop under the leg, and now follows with an elbow.
Right, he's working over the leg of one man.
And look at him. Oh, nice aggressive move here by the Kamikaze Kid, showing me more heart than I thought he had. As he's working on that leg again.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
You got that right. Oh, and the Stro back with a chop, fighting back. But a nice kick right to the leg, and the Stro is down. Well, I might be wrong on who's going to win this match, Rob.
He's going for the figure four?
He's going for a spinning toe hold, a la Terry Funk right here. Now he's got a hook, but the Stro kicks out, but he still holds on, Rob.
This kid's got a lot of spunk for a small guy.
That's right. Again, a double foot right to the face of the Stro. He's got to put on a submission, Rob. He might get a victory. A big upset here in Waynesboro. So he's going again, going for a half crab. I don't know how much strength he has left. He's been taking a beating so far. The Stro going for a submission. And listen to the crowd getting into this action. They're cheering for the Stro here. I think they want him to escape. I don't know, this crowd might be 50-50 though, Rob.
Now, if I was the Stro, I'd crawl over to those ropes. He's obviously more powerful.
Yeah, he's doing a push-up and a nice reversal right there. Going for an ankle lock. He just hooks him. What's he going for? Oh, STF in the ring.
Shades of Eric Watts.
That's right. Do we have a submission? No, the Kamikaze Kid gets to the ropes. Oh, wow, what action we're seeing here in the opener, Night of Legends here in Waynesboro, Virginia. But look at the Kamikaze Kid fighting back.
He just clipped a leg.
He clipped him, the Stro. And look at that, moonsault right there. Moonsault press, go for the cover.
Who is under that mask?
I don't know, but that was a mistake. He should have gone for the pin, Rob.
Without a doubt, leg dropping his knee, trying to make this guy not be able to walk.
That's probably a wise thing to do. Because the Stro, a big man there, if he doesn't have his wheels to stand on, it's all over. Backs him into the corner. Shoots him out, a reversal. Wow, look at the elevation on the back body drop right there. I think the Stro's had enough, Rob.
Signaling to the crowd, is he going to go for his finish?
I hope so. He should end this real quick.
Both men are wobbly, Doug.
But look at the Kid. He's got more fight in him. Ah, big chop. Back and forth. I don't think the Kamikaze Kid wants to get in a striking match with this guy.
I wonder if he's got anything loaded in that mask.
I don't know. It's an old school night. You never know. But look at these guys, tooth and nail. This is a big night for both these guys. The victory would be so important to open up a show like this. And here goes the Kamikaze Kid getting, again, working on that leg. The Stro, I think he's got to get to the ropes, but no, the Kid follows with another elbow.
The Kamikaze Kid right now is taking it to him.
That's right, what's he doing? Signal the crowd, 450. I don't know if that's a wise maneuver.
I'm telling you, if he hits this, it's going to all be over.
But it's high risk. And when there's high risk, you get caught just like that, Rob.
Unbelievable.
And the Stro has him. And a big chop again.
I'd throw him backwards.
Why not? And the Stro going to the second rope, that's uncharacteristic of him.
Belly to back.
Beautiful maneuver right there. That could be it, Rob.
He needs to make the pin right now, and the victory could be his. He could be celebrating in the back with a couple beers.
That's right. Well, this is a charity show. I don't know if there's any beers in the back.
I said milk.
Okay, that's right. That's better. But the Stro.
He's trying to get the fans behind him.
Why not? That pain's got to be shooting through his leg. He has taken some punishment from this guy, the Kamikaze Kid. It's time to stand up. What's he setting him up for? Big punch, blocked again. And the Stro coming through with some lefts, some rights, excuse me, and another one that drops the Kamikaze Kid down. What a great opener we have here. Look at that. He's taking a lot of punishment. He's going to have to ice up that knee when he gets done this match. What's he calling for, Rob?
Holding on to the ropes, up and down.
I'll take the wind right out of you. He's going for the cover. I don't know if that's it.
I think the referee was out of position. That should have been all over right there.
Well, nonetheless, a 2 count right there. The Stro's got to follow it up.
Nice reversal right there. Duck under.
He's got him. Follows through with an elbow again. He's set up for something, Rob.
He keeps on working on a man's legs. Is that Ric Flair under there?
I don't know about that. And a nice dragon screw. Well done by the Kamikaze Kid. This is his chance. He's got to foul it up. I don't know what he has left in his arsenal.
He needs to do something quick.
Signal to the crowd. I don't know. I think he spoke English. I thought he was from Japan with the name Kamikaze Kid.
He could be from Mexico.
You never know. What's this? He's got him in a pile driver.
Oh, good night. It's all over.
Drops it right on his head, Rob.
1, 2, and 3.
And that's it. The Stro is victorious in this opener.
Kamikaze Kid has no clue where he is. I bet he doesn't know who he is. He probably thinks he's Blitzkrieg out there now.
And what a great match. What an opener. Your winner here, the Stro. at the Legends match we have here in Waynesboro. That's Bugsy McGraw in the ring against the Masked Superstar. What an unorthodox matchup we have here. And look at him.
What's he doing? Pull his pants up.
Still running the ropes like he did some 20, 30 years ago. This could be a main event in any building 20, 30 years ago throughout the Carolinas, Florida. The Masked Superstar against Bugsy McGraw. And you want to talk about unorthodox, Rob Feinstein. I mean, we had it earlier before in the thing with David Flair, but this guy, he's completely off his rocker right here, and that's Bugsy McGraw.
The Masked Superstar is a legend in this area. Let me tell you, he is a legend. And I also heard a rumor that he's also related to the Kamicaze Kid. That's why he wears the mask.
I don't know about that, but it looks like Pat Patterson's our referee in this match. It looks like him.
What?
I don't know.
What are you getting that out of?
Oh, look at his hair and everything. But the referee checking these guys for foreign objects here is we're going to lock up.
Ding! I cannot believe I'm seeing Bugsy McGraw in the ring.
Wow, this is fantastic.
This is a legendary match right here.
And Bugsy looking for the support of the fans here. What a fan favorite he was throughout Florida, throughout the Carolinas. This is going to be interesting to see.
What's he saying, Doug?
I think he says he doesn't want to be here all night. He wants the fan support.
He wants to go to the back and drink some milk too.
What is this with you, this milk, Feinstein?
No, it does the body good.
That's right. Well, these guys locking up. And
what was that?
I don't know what's going on here, but Bugsy and the Superstar locking up.
Please?
I don't know. I think he's firing up. It's another lockup here by these two legends. But Superstar backs him up in the corner. Ooh, slapped him right in the face, Rob.
Masked Superstar is without a doubt one of the biggest names to go through this era. And could you imagine a win over Bugsy McGraw? These guys had a legendary feud back in the day.
That's right. I'm sure there's still a vendetta there. These guys certainly probably don't like each other from the past battles, the legendary battles. But Bugsy McGraw working over the Superstar. And look at that. Nice takedown by the Superstar.
That was a great arm drag. Shades of Ricky Steamboat right there.
Fantastic move. These guys still have it.
Look at that. You know what?
Hair.
He might have. You know what? Honestly, he could have pulled the hair.
Bugsy McGraw doesn't have any hair. What are you talking about?
No, he was pulling the Masked Superstar's hair.
He's wearing a mask. How can you pull the hair?
I don't know. I'm not in the ring.
Oh, here we go.
Can you imagine if Bugsy unmasked him?
Well, we thought that might have happened in the opener. As we have another lockup here. Bugsy takes the headlock.
Look, he's trying to get the fleas off him.
He doesn't have fleas, Rob. Oh, wow, what punch right to the throat. Follows through with an elbow. The referee didn't see that punch. Then a Superstar takes it to the outside. I think he might have underestimated Bugsy McGraw here.
I don't know, man. Bugsy McGraw, that was a chop to the throat. Is that legal?
If it was a chop, it's legal. That could have been a punch, though. That's against the rules here.
That's really
this is still professional wrestling.
Man, Superstar is like making him, wait, sitting there, having a little daybreak, making Bugsy think. He's playing psychological games right now. It's very smart.
Rory could have really got hurt by that blow to the face. I mean, a person wearing a mask, you can never see their facial expression. It's definitely puts the masked wrestler at an advantage when it comes to that. You can't read what they're doing. And the Superstar with a cheap shot right there.
Oh, it wasn't cheap when Bugsy did it to him, was it?
We don't know if it was cheap. I'm not playing any favorites here. Look at that, works to the throat.
Hey, works for the goose, works for him too.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Is that what you're trying to say?
Some people say tomato, some people say tomato, Gentry.
Okay, can we get back to the match, please?
Let's start talking about it.
Okay, let's go. The referee maybe thinking you hit him with a foreign object. I didn't see anything.
Masked Superstar is a human being that does not cheat, Doug, okay?
Oh, I don't know about that. One of the true villains of professional wrestling. And wait a second. He's going into his tights, Rob.
He's fixing his pants.
He's unfixing his pants. He's got a foreign object, and he's digging it right into the throat of Bugsy McGraw.
I think you're wrong, Doug. I think the Masked Superstar is one of the greatest professional athletes out there, and he does not need to do anything by cheating.
Well, I don't know about that, but he did definitely do it. And look, Bugsy McGraw taking a swing at the camera. What the hell is that all about?
What is that cameraman? Get him out of the way.
And look at that. Masked Superstar follows through, but fires back with a big fist. Superstar fighting back. We got a brawl here in Waynesboro already. The Bugsy McGraw firing up. This legend still has it. And raking the eyes. What's with all these cheating tactics by the Superstar?
Hey, you need to cut him off, and he did it perfectly. Now throwing him outside the ring. Masked Superstar needs to go out there and.
What do you think he should do? Take a chair, throw him in the corral? I don't know about that kind of action.
Hey, if you got to do what you got to do, whatever will get you to 3 count.
No, it would be nice to see a nice scientific matchup here with these two legends.
You know, a good friend of mine who's a governor now told me, you know, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Oh, really? Who might that be?
Jesse.
You're not friends with Jesse. What are you talking about? And the superstar, again with that foreign object. The referee not seeing it.
What foreign object are you talking
Right there in his right hand, right there. Can't you see it?
No.
Obviously, you're like the referee doesn't see it.
The Master Superstar got millions of fans here in this building. They threw him a pen for an autograph.
That's not what it was. This guy's a cagey veteran. He'll do what it takes to get a victory here. You know, these guys still have pride. This is a legendary match. A lot still in the line with these guys. As a superstar using tactics like this, Bugsy fired back, and look at that. He just spiked him again. With what? Right there. It's right there.
I don't see anything.
The referee, if he sees this, he should call for the bell. The superstar should be disqualified.
What?
For hitting him with a foreign object, Rob.
An object?
Foreign object, that's right, he does have it. Again, he's got it right there.
I don't see anything.
And Bugsy taking these punches, but now blocks it, fires through, and there it is on the ground.
Bugsy got a foreign object.
Bugsy just picked it up, that was superstars, that's not... And look at how Bugsy fired.
That's a DQ right there.
The bell, he did hit him with it, but that was the superstar's foreign object.
How do you know it's foreign in the first place?
That's right, the referee, the right decision right there.
What?
Superstar had the object.
Bugsy had the object.
He did not. The winner of this match, Bugsy McGraw. Too bad, man, superstar. Cheaters never win.
I'm going to go to Marvin and tell him what's going on here.
Back here, the Night of Legends continues as NWO Sting and David Flair take on Body Count. And Rob, I'll tell you, wasn't it great to see Road Warrior Animal just out here a minute ago? I mean, tonight is a night for the University of Virginia Children's Hospital, a benefit for that hospital and the kids, but this is also a show tonight in tribute for Road Warrior Hawk and Ray Traylor, two superstars that will be sadly missed.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And, you know, I think we kind of got off on the wrong foot the last match. I mean, we weren't seeing eye to eye on things, but can we agree once and for all, Rob Feinstein, that this team of Body Count, these two guys are probably the two most unorthodox guys you've ever seen in the ring?
Hey, I'm Orthodox. I'm Jewish.
I said unorthodox. Come on, let's get serious here.
I think Sting took the high road out. He actually cowered because he was supposed to wrestle David Flair, and now he's teaming with him because he just did like a cowardly thing earlier on in the show.
You're talking about NWO Sting cowering out in his match against David Flair. I totally disagree with that. NWO Sting is an accomplished wrestler, a WCW superstar, but nonetheless, a lot of people might not know this, but NWO Sting is definitely a star in Japan, a big star in the New Japan promotion. I mean, he wrestles with the heavyweights over there. He's a true international superstar, and I'm glad he's here in Waynesboro. And I would have definitely liked to see a matchup one-on-one with him and David Flair, but it's not happening. But how can you say he was carrying out? Look at the guy. Look at the shape he's in.
He's a good shaped guy, but he should have been in the ring with David Flair right now. But whatever. Let's get to the match with him and my two favorites.
That's right. And Sting working over right here. Going for the hair right there.
Who's going for the hair? He's got no hair. He's bald.
That's right. The more sane individual of body count here in the ring.
Oh yeah, Sting's really sane. He's wearing makeup, for crying out loud.
Well, it's Halloween tomorrow.
Well, that's true.
So he is being festive for the season here.
Well, so are the body count. They're wearing orange like pumpkins.
I think they're not pumpkins. I think they're more like escape convicts. You called it earlier.
Escape convicts. The one guy does Wall Street stock market stuff on the side. He told me what to invest in.
Yeah, and the other's like a kindergarten school teacher.
How'd you know? He is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
What do you know?
I know a lot. These guys are probably escaped convicts. They should be in a mental institution, a mental asylum, not in a professional wrestling ring.
Well, if they did that, then how am I going to get my stocks?
He's not a stockbroker. Let's get to the match. And that, wow, nice feat of strength right there by NWO Sting. Big body slam followed through with an elbow. We can have a quick one right here. No, only a 2 count.
Of course it was only a 2 count. You get a pin body count like that. These guys are professionals.
Well, nonetheless, looks like body count a little frustrated here early on. And this guy.
What, the kindergarten teacher?
He's not a kindergarten teacher. He's insane. Look at him. He's laughing. What's he doing?
He's playing mental games. That's what it's all about.
An unorthodox lockup. They didn't even get the lockup. The Sting kicked him right in the abdomen. Banging his head, yeah, it's not going to do too good. I think he likes it.
I think he likes Quiet Riot, bang your head.
You might be right.
Is Dewey Robertson around here?
I don't know. Well, he is a legend, but no, he is not here. And here comes David Flair. David Flair looks like he's put on some pounds. He's getting a little bigger, getting in wrestling shape here.
He has definitely put on some pounds.
T-shirt he's wearing an OVW T-shirt. He's definitely been around in the business, definitely trying to improve himself. He's been in the business about 5 years, but he's making a slow rise here in the world of professional wrestling, and it's great to see him here. He's got a hammer lock on him.
Not only OVW, he's also a student of the game. He's been in Puerto Rico. He's been over to Japan. He's trying to learn the business. He's been in WCW, WWE. He's been everywhere.
It's great to see him doing the independents, doing the territories. David Flair not taking any shortcuts. You got to admire that, as he's trying to start from the bottom and work his way up. It'd be nice, a nice victory. If he could win, a victory would do well in the career for David Flair tonight. As he just got tackled, up and over. Ooh, nice hip toss there by David Flair. Follows through with a drop kick. And a little body count cheating. The Steiner takes the hip toss as well. And a nice lariat right there. NWO Sting and David Flair having an easy time so far here in this tag team match here at Night of Legends.
I just hope tomorrow the body count can teach my kids figure painting.
Well, getting back to the action here. He's laughing. The guy's getting beat up by 2 stars here in professional wrestling. And all he could do is laugh on the outside.
Maybe they got a plan.
I mean, these guys are big guys. They look like rough and tough individuals. They got good size. Let's see what they could do here. I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating.
You know why their name's Body Count, don't you?
Why is that?
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Did they bring body bags out for Sting and Flair?
Well, I hope not. This is a family show.
We're going to add them to the body count, Doug.
Well, let's hope not. David Flair. Ooh, wow. Shouldered right into the steel pole right there. See if David can capitalize on that. Oh, you know what's coming. Woo! That's right. Big chop there by David Flair. And another.
You know who his dad is, right?
No, who's his dad?
It's Ric Flair.
I know.
How do you not know that?
Oh, please, I know.
David Flair, Ric Flair,
I know.
Flair for the gold.
Can we get back to the action, please? His body count turning around. And he chops David Flair, kind of receipting him back. Another one.
You know who his dad is, right?
Who? Body count?
No, it's Ric Flair. I just told you a minute ago.
Get back to that. What's this guy doing? This guy's wrestling skills are like you're announcing. A little unusual.
What? I'm a good announcer.
And David Flair falling through once again.
You know,
and Ric Flair takes the bump.
Gordon Soley was my dad.
Gordon Soley was not your father.
Shows you don't do your homework.
Yeah, right. Rob Soley. Gordon Soley's not Jewish. And a low blow, a desperation low blow right there.
Stop it.
Okay, whatever. And David Flair, worse for wear right here.
You know, my mom's Bonnie Blackstone.
No, it's not.
Gordon Bonnie got separated.
Please. And look at body count here. Nice double elbow right there. These two guys working like a well-cohesive unit. And body count taking advantage here in this tag team match. It's great to see they're cutting off the ring. Nice tag team maneuvering. A big suplex right there. If they can keep David Flair in their corner, they might have an easy time here.
It's very smart. You can hear the Rick Steiner fans in the building.
That's right. Who let the dogs out? And body count slowing down the action here with a modified sleeper hold on David Flair. You don't have anything to say about that, do you, Rob? Body count telling David Flair out.
This hot dog is great.
Was it free? I had to pay. How are you getting all this free food?
I know everybody here.
I gotta talk to Marvin about that. And David Flair firing back. Big elbow, and he just pulled the hair, Rob.
You and the hair pulling, get over it.
Well, he pulled the hair, that's cheating.
He pulled the hair, he's bald.
Not his hair, he pulled the hair.
Who pulled the hair?
David. Who's on?
Exactly, David Flair could have pulled the hair. You said it yourself.
Let's get back to the ring. They got 5 seconds to get out of there. This referee better take control of the action. And NWO Sting in the ring, he's a little upset, but that's allowing body count to capitalize on the prone David Flair, taking a lot of punishment here in Waynesboro.
David Flair doesn't look too flary.
Some kind of modified stretch here, but the fans solidly behind David Flair and NWO Sting. David Flair, in desperation, he needs a tag, Rob. And look, they're cheating again. There's no tag.
Tag team wrestling. I heard the tag.
I heard it, but there wasn't a real tag.
Spit it out.
I did spit it out.
I'm not talking about the hot dog. I'm talking about your vocabulary.
This referee loses control. That's right, there was a switch there, but no tag.
I don't know what you're talking about. I heard a tag.
And the fans once again get behind David Flair. What a big crowd here in Waynesboro, coming out for a good cause, but an old school crowd, loud, rowdy, and vocal. That's what I like to see, as this place is going to explode when David Flair gets the tag. And Flair firing back with some Flair-like chops. Oh, but he kicks him right in the abdomen. Flair almost got the tag, but body count follows through with a DDT.
Shane to Jake the Snake.
Let's go for a cover. This could be it. But no, only a 2 count. That was 2.
Very smart wrestling on body count, making sure David Flair doesn't make a tag back to Sting, keeping him away from his corner, and just doing a lot of double teaming.
That's right, cutting off the ring, making sure Flair's in his corner. This is like a wrestling lesson, a tag team wrestling lesson. I thought I'd be seeing this tonight's main event at the Midnight Express. Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby against the Fantastics, or even the tag team match of the Powers of Pain with Ivan Koloff in their corner against Road Warrior Animal and Rick Steiner. You know who's in their corner?
I know.
Yeah, Magnum TA is in the house. The boss is in the house. As body count once again.
You know what Magnum TA said to me earlier on tonight?
He didn't say anything to you. You don't know Magnum TA.
I do so know him. I go way back.
What did he say to you?
I was one of the James boys with him. I was wearing the mask.
You were one of the James boys. That was Dusty Rhodes. So we're going here. Flair with a sunset flip. Only a 2 count. He needs that tag. Okay, what did Magnum say to you?
I told you. He said he hadn't seen me in a long time. We used to be tag team partners.
All right, whatever.
Did you see anybody under the mask, Doug?
Under what mask?
The James boys. They were wearing masks. How do you know it wasn't me?
Back to the action. It's the fans once again firing up for David Flair.
I was the one driving that van when we put Cornette on the ground, remember?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, you were the guys who hog-tied Cornette and drove off with him in the parking lot in Spartanburg. That was you?
That was me driving.
Sure it was.
Prove me wrong.
You were the guys who pinned them on the TBS studios in that tag team match against the Midnight Express?
Oh, you seen that too?
No, I didn't.
Do you want my autograph?
He's got him up there. Is this an airplane spin here? No, drops him down. Wow, beautiful move.
Don't go for the pin. That's one thing that body count is not doing. They're not going for the pin.
You know, and for once, I probably have to agree with you. I think David Flair, he's taken a lot of punishment. He definitely could have been pinned. This could be a mistake. This big man going up top. What's he going for?
Change to the Great Muda.
Oh!
I don't know if Flair stuck his knees up. It seems like he stuck his knees up or he jammed his knees.
That's right.
David Flair needs to make the tag to Sting, who's desperately waiting to get into that ring.
David Flair's got to get the tag. This is his opportunity. His knee's got to be hurting him.
Uh-oh.
And here's the tag. And the crowd going bananas here in Waynesboro. A big lariat by Sting. And another one right there. As body count, we're at the worst end of it right now. But David Flair, almost a non-factor here. He's taking about 5 or 6 minutes of punishment. And what's this? A Stinger splashing in a corner. He's going for another one, Rob.
Uh-oh, look out.
Wow, he lands right there in the corner. Is he going to go for that scorpion leg lock?
He needs to do something here.
Hey, his leg is injured off that moonsault.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. This could be it.
He's going to tap.
That's right, we have a submission here. He's not breaking out of that. There's no way.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. He just broke that up.
Unbelievable.
And here comes David Flair in the ring.
Where's he going?
He's not the legal man.
Now he is.
That's right, the tag is made. David Flair, what's he gonna go for, Rob?
Whipping him in.
Wow, he's got one bad wheel. Flapjack right there. Going for the pin. Now broken up, only a 2 count.
Bobby Eaton should sue David Flair for copyright infringement right there.
I don't know about that. The action spilling to the floor here as it's breaking down, and look what he's going for. He's going for the figure 4. We got a scorpion on the outside. And here it is, figure 4. This is it. This has got to be it, Rob.
Unfortunately, nobody will stand the figure 4.
Got that right.
It's not going to last much longer, Doug. It's not going to last much longer.
And that's it. He taps. That's it. David Flair and NWO Sting victorious in this tag team match here. What a great showing by these two guys. I mean, they didn't fight each other, but man, they work better as a team, I think.
This is going crazy, Doug.
Wow, what great action, what great old school action we're having here. As the music is ringing.
Never get tired of that music.
David Flair and NWO Sting are victorious. But right now it's intermission. Kimchi.
That's right, there's a lot of masked men in here. Are we in Mexico, Doug?
No, this is old school wrestling at its best here. And wow, what a grudge match this is. I don't know if these guys ever really feuded in the mid-Atlantic territory, but I'm sure they must have hooked up sometime.
There's been issues before between these two guys.
Definitely right. Dusty Rhodes, probably the most popular wrestler ever. None other than Dusty Rhodes against one of the true villains in professional wrestling, Kamala.
Kamala, man, he's a ladies' man. Did you see him get all those chicks back a couple weeks back?
Yeah, that's right. Kamala is definitely a raw superstar now with the Diva Surge. But I think he's got a little bit too much to handle in this match with Dusty Rhodes. And look at Kimchi.
Kamala's got food on his mind. He's playing patty cakes with himself.
Well, he probably wants the free hot dogs you've been getting. I still had to pay $2 for him, but let's get back to the match here.
Dusty Rhodes, he's too focused on Kimchi. He needs to be worried about Kamala, not Kimchi.
Well, Kimchi is definitely a distraction, and I think like Dusty wants the referee.
Look at that physique on Kamala. He is bigger than Hogan, brother. Look at that.
Pumping up is Kamala, but I think Dusty wants Kimchi to go to the back. He wants to make this a fair one-on-one match here at Night of Legends.
And Dusty Rhodes, he is dressed like he's in a bunkhouse stampede.
That's right, Dusty Rhodes is here for a fight.
Kamala, man, he's dancing. He's down there to have a good time and party, like it's 1999.
Well, actually, it's 2004, but the fans aren't getting into Kamala right here.
I'm getting into Kamala. What are you talking about? It's Kamala. He's a legend.
Well, they're here to see Dusty Rhodes, not Kamala. They're here to see Dusty win against Kamala.
Well, he's not going to.
He's not going to. What are you talking about?
Kamala's going to win.
Kamala will not win.
Kamala's the beast, man. Look at the guy. He's
Dusty,
from Africa, Uganda.
I guarantee Dusty Rhodes will win this match. He will beat Kamala in the middle of the ring.
Hey, you know what those 2 stars in moon mean, right?
No, what does it mean?
I'm asking you. I
don't know what it means. I guess it's just some kind of tribal makeup that Kamala has worn in the jungles that he wore in Uganda.
No, I think he likes the Lucky Charms marshmallows, and he just likes them so much he put them on his chest and his belly.
I don't think that's the case here. Can we get serious here? This is a serious match.
Being serious.
We're here for a good cause. We're here for a good night of wrestling, and let's enjoy it. And let's see Dusty Rhodes and Kamala hook it up right here. But Dusty a little bit worried. Usually Dusty gets in the match and he just takes it to whomever. But, you know, he might be a little befuddled, maybe a little scared of Kamala.
This place is on their feet. They are on their feet for this one.
And I think they want Kim Chi out of there as well.
You could cut the intensity with a knife.
That's right, there is a lot of intensity here. This is a big match here. High-profile match for Dusty Rhodes. As Kim Chi giving instructions to the Uganda Giant.
He told him if he beats Dusty Rhodes, he will get a whole entire box of Lucky Charms tonight.
He did not say that. How do you know that?
I know everything.
Well, here we're getting ready to go.
I'm a genius.
This is one of the big matches we have tonight. We have 2 more tag team matches after this. What a true night of legends this is. As Dusty and... Oh, wow! Dusty was distracted by Kim Chi. And Kamala coming through with those Ugandan-like chops.
Chopping him right in the head, trying to break him open like a watermelon.
That's right. And Kamala following through on Dusty Rhodes again, chopping him again. You know, and this all started because of the distraction of Kim Chi.
Doesn't look like the bull of the woods anymore to me.
Well, Dusty Rhodes in some trouble early on here.
I like Kamala's little lampshade around his waist.
What is this with Kamala? He's gonna lose. And Dusty again taking a big chop. Dusty's down. It takes a lot to knock down the legend Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, but Kamala did it.
That's right, the bull of the woods doesn't look like
and
a
what's
bull.
this Kid Chi doing? He's choking Dusty Rhodes. That's unnecessary. There should be a disqualification nonetheless right here as the referee is distracted. Dusty Rhodes taking some punishment early on here. And a big kick there. I was going to say a big boot, but Kamala's not wearing any, wrestling in his bare feet.
I wonder if he ever stepped on any like thumbtacks or anything.
Well, I don't know about that. It's definitely dangerous.
Look, he's telling the referee to come over here and get some free popcorn.
No, he's not. He's just distracting him so Kim Chi can choke him out.
Kim Chi fixing the shirt of Dusty Rhodes.
He was not. He was not fixing his shirt. He was choking him.
Dusty's buttons were coming undone.
Dusty's buttons were not, but Dusty Rhodes is in a lot of trouble right here. I thought Dusty might have had a little easier time with Kamala. Well, you never know. Kamala is a true legend of professional wrestling as well. Maybe I underestimated the talents of Kamala as he's going for a Ugandan nerve hold on the shoulder of Dusty Rhodes. That's got to be painful, Rob.
You ever get one of those?
Unfortunately, no, I haven't.
Come here, let me show you what it feels like.
No, you sit down right there.
Stu Hart taught me this.
Stu Hart didn't teach you anything. Like, you've been in the dungeon.
Just to be a little.
All right, well.
You like my Stu Hart imitation?
No, it was terrible. As Dusty Rhodes is taking a whole lot of punishment right here.
I have been in a dungeon, by the way.
Okay, well, can we get back to the match, please?
Big chop to Dusty Rhodes' shoulder. Back to the nerve hold as well.
Dusty taking a lot of punishment. Uganda Giant clamping on that Uganda nerve hold right there.
Could you imagine if Kamala defeats Dusty Rhodes here in Waynesboro, Virginia?
That would probably be one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen in my life. But Dusty, he's got to escape this, got to get to the ropes. Probably, this is very painful. He's probably losing feeling in his arm right there.
Funky like a monkey.
And Dusty trying to get up, trying to get the crowd behind him. You're right, he is trying to get funky like a monkey. It's 2004, but another shot by Ugandan Giant Kamala. That just rocked the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
There he goes back to his stomach. You know what that means? The more he pats his stomach, the more violent he gets.
You are true with that, and that bodes pretty poorly for Dusty Rhodes. As the Uganda head-on Kamala savagely attacking Dusty Rhodes here in this match as he goes to that Ugandan claw, that Ugandan nerve hold once again. And you know what? I don't think Dusty Rhodes is going to take this for too much longer. Dusty Rhodes, he never stays in one prone position too long.
Look on the wall, Little Giants. You know who wrote that on there, right?
Who wrote that?
I'm asking you, I don't know.
Stop, get back to the match.
It's a Ugandan fan, the Ugandan Giant, Little Giants.
Enough. Dusty Rhodes trying to fire back. Kim Chi on the outside encouraging Kamala, giving Kamala instructions. But Dusty Rhodes, he's back up on his feet. You know, when he gets up, he's going to have that leverage advantage to get out of that claw if he can just bust her up enough strength.
If he could get back up. But no.
Down once again goes Dusty Rhodes. His strength advantage is in Kamala's favor right here. Dusty's down again. And these fans are seeing a surprising match right here. Dusty Rhodes with no offense here in the 5 minutes here of this match. And Dusty looks worse for the wear here.
Yeah, the referee needs to I think the referee needs to raise Dusty's hands and see if he's even alive.
Well, Dusty in a lot of trouble. But you know, this match isn't over yet. Maybe Kamala had to hold on too long. He should have tried for something else. As Dusty's up on one knee, now both feet. And this could be the advantage Dusty needs to get out of this. Dusty Rhodes trying to muster up all the strength. Kamala clamping on that nerve hold right there. This is going to be a battle here, and let's see who can come out right here. Dusty Rhodes. Looks like he's firing up. He's clenching his fist. Does he have enough strength to get out of this, Rob?
I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, Doug. Kamala looks like he's really taking it to the American Dream.
That's right. And these fans want Dusty to escape, but no, once again, Dusty Rhodes drops down again. And maybe Kamala should try to cinch it on again, go for another hold. Dusty's been in this hold for a while.
That's a nice mask.
That's Kimchi on the outside. You know, his man, Kamala, is in charge, large and in charge right here in Waynesboro.
You can pack house here.
What a fantastic crowd we have here. Kimchi again on the outside with the instructions.
The fans are probably taken back. They don't know what to make of the situation.
You know, Dusty Rhodes has taken a ton of punishment here so far. Maybe too much. But no, he's back up on his 2 feet again.
The seesaw.
Let's see if Dusty can get out of this. And the fans behind Dusty Rhodes right here.
I hear him chant Kamala, Kamala.
No, they're not. They're chanting for Dusty, Rob. And here we go. Uh-oh. He's starting to get funky like a monkey. That's going to be bad news for Kamala. And here we go. Dusty firing up here in Waynesboro. Oh, down again. What are you laughing at?
Oh, Kamala, he's got the number on Dusty Rhodes.
This is not a laughing matter. Dusty Rhodes desperately need to either get to the ropes or break this hold. Kamala's had this hold on for several minutes.
That's working.
That's right. Dusty probably losing feeling in his arm, losing the blood flow, the oxygen to the arm. His arm desperately needs that circulation, needs that blood flow to Dusty. Boy, have you ever seen Dusty Rhodes look the worse for wear as we're seeing here tonight at Night of Legends?
The last time I seen him look this bad was probably in '78.
In '78, well, I don't know about that. But Dusty coming, not giving up.
Where's he getting his energy from?
I don't know. It looks like the strength. Dusty kicking that leg as well.
Looks like the Drew's been eating a little bit of Metrix bars.
And these fans here in Virginia, they're anxious to see a comeback here for Dusty Rhodes. And Dusty getting on 2 knees. This is looking a little bit better. Kamala looking a little, or Kimchi, excuse me, on the outside, looking a little bit of nervous out there. Dusty, he's got to fight back, Rob.
He's got to fight back if he wants to come out on top. Otherwise, he's going to be dinner for Kamala.
That's right. And if Dusty doesn't break this time, I bet it's all over. Dusty will submit. He will lose this match if he doesn't get out of it right now. And he's on his feet again, and I think he's had enough, Rob.
Where's he getting this energy from?
I don't know.
It's not even phasing him. It's not even phasing the American Dream.
Dusty Rhodes impervious to the Ugandan nerve claw. Look at Kimchi panicking on the outside. The fans rising their feet, and Dusty Rhodes fighting back. Bionic elbow on Kamala. Kimchi in the ring. What's he doing? Oh, this is 2-on-1, Rob.
Oh, no.
Oh, he just hit Kimchi.
No.
Big elbow right there. And here we go.
No.
Bionic elbow drop on Kimchi.
What?
1, 2,
Wait a
3,
minute.
and Dusty Rhodes. He beats Kimchi in the match.
He's not the legal man.
Why not? He was in the ring interfering. That serves well for Dusty Rhodes. You're rid of the American Dream. All's fair in love and war, Rob Feinstein.
This is ridiculous. He's not the legal man in the ring. Kamala should be. This is ridiculous.
The fans becoming unglued here in Waynesboro as the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner, Road War Animal, and Magnum TA, the boss, have hit the ring here for a bruising tag team match. Look at the size of these guys. These guys are still in tremendous shape.
That's right. They've been drinking a lot of that milk backstage. I got so many relatives in wrestling. I told you about my mom, Bonnie Blackstone. I told you about my dad, Gordon, and my uncle's here, Uncle Ivan.
Ivan is not your uncle.
He's my uncle. Look at the relationship. Look at my nose features.
There's no relation there. And speaking about being in the back of the milk, it's about time you got back to the announcer's booth. I mean, you're getting stuff in your face with the free hot dogs and all that. You need to get back in the gym, folks.
I in the gym. I've been in the gym so many times. I just wrote a book for Triple H.
Yeah, right. Well, I'd be back in the gym too, but somebody stole my pass. But let's get back to the action here as Steiner and Animal, definitely the fan favorites in this matchup here.
Hey, is that Bruce Springsteen out there?
No, it's Magnum TA, the boss of professional wrestling, the true boss.
Oh, I saw the sign that said the boss. I saw Springsteen was going to be here.
No, Springsteen's not here. It's Magnum TA.
I sold like 5 tickets on eBay because I said he's going to be here.
Please, and it looks like Rick Steiner's going to start out this match, I guess, with the Barbarian. You know the Barbarian, he's one of the toughest individuals in professional wrestling. He's one guy I wouldn't mess with.
I would never mess with him or Rick Steiner. Both of these guys could do major damage upon somebody. You know that.
And the Barbarian getting booed out of the building here.
It used to be Tonga, the Barbarian, whatever, Konga. This guy's been everywhere all over the world. Both guys have been in Japan.
And the fans solidly behind the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner.
World War Animal looks exactly the same from the 80s.
You know, let's talk about this weekend we've been having here in Virginia. Marvin Ward.
First-class treatment.
Definitely first-class treatment. Let's talk about the limo ride last night for dinner. This guy has hooked it up. What a job he has done. His whole crew from Ward Family Entertainment. I'd just like to say, you know, on behalf of myself, and I guess you, it's just a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be part of this spectacular. It has been first-class treatment all the way.
Except the buffet, the food was kind of rough.
What are you talking about?
I'm used to the limos from back home. I get limos all the time, but
you don't get limos anywhere. That was probably your first limo ride
you
you
hang
ever
with me. You should be kissing my butt. You would never be in a limo if it wasn't for me. The next time you're going to be in a limo is on your funeral.
Let me tell you what, I'll talk to Marvin Ward after this show and make sure that you're not back in announcing this.
I'll be back.
And the Barbarian taking control on Rick Steiner right here. That's no small feat. Rick Steiner, definitely one of the tough individuals.
That's no small. Are you with a feet?
No.
Whose feet is not
like
small?
Like a feet of strength, you moron.
Oh, you got a foot fetish.
Oh, stop it. I'm not Atlas. Now, look. And the Barbarian working over. He kicked Steiner right there and kicked him again in the corner.
I would never want to be in the ring with any of these guys. All 4 of these guys are so capable of ripping off your head in like 2 seconds.
That's right. 4 legitimate tough guys in the world of professional wrestling, all in the ring right here. As this is a bruising tag team match. This is such a great match to see. This.
Remember what the Powers of Pain did to Road Warrior Animal back when they did the bench press contest?
Yeah, in Greensboro, North Carolina, they stuck Road Warrior Animal, broke his orbital bone in right there, and a
body slam.
Big body slam right there, and the Warlord in the ring, and it's breaking down already. We have Texas Tornado style going right here. A big tackle by Animal. Warlord and Barbarian, the Powers of Pain, have taken it to the floor as they're retreating.
That's right, Steiner and Animal in the ring looking strong. In a Road Warrior Animal, he's got revenge on his mind. 10 years after the fact. I don't even know how many years it's been.
10, it's been like, let's think 17 years. I think that was 1987.
It's been that long?
The bench press competition in Greensboro that broke the orbital bone of Road Warrior Animal.
Well, he wants revenge. Our revenge is a dish best served cold. I've heard that somewhere before.
That's right, and you know, on the RF Video shoot interview with the Powers of Pain, you know, it's supposed to be the Road Warriors and the Powers of Pain in scaffold matches during the 1988 Great American Bash, and it never happened as the Powers of Pain went to the WWE. So you know what, Road Warrior Animal still hasn't had his revenge.
And you
some
realize
17, 18 years later, I think he's going to get it.
Do you realize RFVideo.com has shoot interviews with all of these guys? Rick Steiner, the Road Warriors, Powers of Pain. They even have one with Ivan Koloff, Magnum TA. If you want to hear like inside stories, what happened back in the day, and all the inside scoops that you never heard, check out RFVideo.com. That's RFVideo.com for the hottest wrestling videotapes in the world.
Yeah, that's right, RF Video. They do know how to do the shoot interview, and it's definitely one of the hottest concepts in professional wrestling.
We got fans breaking into our announcer's position.
I know. Who's coming in
Where's
here?
security? Get out of here.
That's right, and the crowd definitely behind these guys, but going back, that shoot interviews, that's definitely one hot concept in the world of professional wrestling. If you've never checked it out, I definitely think you should, as it's just incredible stories, incredible old school stories. And you know what?
You know, the Warlord, what he does, I don't mean to cut you off, you know what he does in his spare time besides go to the gym a lot?
I know what he does. I know what he does. He's a bodyguard.
And you know who he's a bodyguard for? 50 Cent.
That's right.
You know his brother?
No.
25 Cent.
That's not his brother.
And his mom and dad are nickel and diming him.
Yeah. You know they hang around? Chingy?
Yeah.
So, but, you know, well, that's a tough guy to bodyguard. I mean, 50 Cent, he's probably been shot like 9 times, right?
9 lives.
So I guess if you're a bodyguard for 50 Cent, the most sought-after hip-hop guy for violence, you know, that's a pretty tough job.
That's why he wears that Warlord face. Remember the face thing that he used to wear, the metal thing?
Spit it out, Feinstein.
It's bulletproof.
It's not bulletproof. Let's go back. Wow, this is an interesting test of strength right here, as all 4 of these guys in this match are still powerhouses.
Look how big the Warlord is.
And the Warlord with the advantage, but now Animal fighting back here. We got a stalemate here, and the Warlord trying to cheap shot him, but Animal ducks into a headlock.
Whipping him in.
Shoots him off.
You ain't gonna move the Warlord that quickly.
Yeah, that's a tough job to move the Warlord. Look at this guy, he's a monster. He's like a brick wall. Animal, a little surprised he didn't take him down. There's not too many guys that Animal can't take down. And here we go again, the Warlord's turn. Wow. Whoa, look at Animal. He got hurt there, and a big lariat there by the Warlord.
Animal doesn't know where he is. He's looking to make a tag to his partner.
There's not too many people who muster out Powerhouse and throw around Road Warrior Animal, but the Warlord just did it. But Animal with that fighting spirit, still a big star in Japan, as he fought back with a nice lariat. And what's he go for now? Tags into Dog-Faced Gremlin, Rick Steiner.
Rick Steiner, Animal, none of these guys are strangers. Remember Starcade was in '89, the series of all the tag matches?
Yeah, that was a great night where all the tag teams wrestled each other.
That's right.
That's right.
There's a lot of history right here in the ring. A lot of history.
This is the first time the Road Warrior Animal and Rick Steiner have tag team.
And you know, don't forget between Magnum TA and Ivan Koloff, the heat that these guys had with the Best of 7 series with his nephew.
Man, I'll tell you what, the Best of 7 series between Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA, that's when wrestling was fantastic.
When wrestling was wrestling.
Worldwide wrestling, NWA Power Pro Wrestling. Remember the show with David Crockett and Tony Schiavone?
We gotta go, Tony.
That's right. We have the shows with Bob Caudle and Johnny Weaver.
Hello, wrestling fans. This is Bob Caudle.
Just fantastic memories. And you know, this is like a flashback, this show.
Speaking of fantastic, so up next.
That's right. Against the original Midnight Express, Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the 2 guys that made the Midnight Express what they were.
You know, Jim Cornette sent me a message. He just called me a couple minutes ago.
Jim Cornette didn't call you, but what's the message?
He told me he cannot be here tonight as he's attending his mom's opera. His mom is singing opera tonight.
His mom is not singing opera tonight. Well, I wonder who the Midnight Express are going to have in their corner, because you know they always...
I know.
Well, who is it? Why don't you tell me?
I'm not telling you. You'll tell everybody.
I guess I'm going to have to find
You'll
out.
ruin the surprise.
Okay, well,
Sit back and just buy a ticket next time.
we'll find out. Magnum TA a little angry. It's not Bruce Springsteen.
He was born in the...
All right, enough. Magnum TA and Ivan Koloff now on the outside having words with each other. Ivan Koloff still has that chain. Magnum TA better watch out. Magnum TA's been on the opposite side of that Russian chain many of the time.
Look at the shape that Ivan's in, and he's like, what, 70, 80?
You know how old he is? He's your uncle. Don't you think you should know?
I don't even know my mom's age anymore.
Okay, well, let's get back to the match. Enough of the Feinstein family heritage. As we have the Barbarian working over Rick Steiner right here. Steiner, he's got to get out of this predicament. He's got to get to the ropes. He's got to fight back. And here he goes. Elbow to the abdomen. Another one. Fires back with a big punch to the head. Steiner, he needs a tag. Oh, but the Barbarian catches him.
You hear all the fans doing the little bark? I was looking around the audience before, and I looked at the girls, and I said, I saw a lot of dogs.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's not talk about the great fans here in Waynesboro. As the Warlord capitalizing again on Rick Steiner, takes him down, clubbing forearm to the chest. That guy is massive. He is still in tremendous shape, Rob.
I remember we were in Fort Lauderdale that one time at the club, and we walked up to the bouncer, and it was none other than the Warlord.
I mean, he probably threw you out.
He gave me free drinks all night.
Right. I'm sure the Warlord actually gave you VIP treatment.
He's intimidated by me. Look at me.
Look at you. Please. And the fans solidly behind Rick Steiner.
There is press from all over the country. You can see the Japanese photographers are here.
That's Saruda.
Right, Jumbo Saruda.
That's not Jumbo Saruda. It's Saruda from the Japanese magazines. A good friend of mine.
Well, you're trying to put Jumbo over, and then you ruin it.
And Jumbo's not even...
Oh, wait, Magnum and Ivan are going to go at it.
Let's see if...
Get him, Ivan, get him.
Get him, Ivan. Magnum TA, I think he still has something left in the tank. I think he could take it to Ivan Koloff here. Maybe we'll find out. Wouldn't that be great if Magnum TA and Ivan hooked it up?
That's right, I want to see Ivan kick his ass.
This is a family show.
I said kick his booty.
That's right, that's better.
Rick Steiner is totally being worked over by the powers of pain. Rick Steiner needs to make his tag. I mean, he's looking for Scotty across the ring. He gets out of it. He's probably looking for his brother Scotty, this dummy.
Well, you know what? That's a great point you brought up. Road Warrior Animal and Rick Steiner probably haven't teamed too many times. This could be the first time. With the powers of pain, with the devious Ivan Koloff on the outside, choking Steiner with the chain. These guys have been teaming together for almost 2 decades now, Rob.
Yeah,
so you know what? Even though Rick Steiner and Road Warrior Animal, 2 of the biggest names of professional wrestling, they might be the underdogs in this match because exactly the powers of pain, they've been together for such a long time. They know each other like the back of each other's hands, and they might have the advantage of this match, and it is showing. And we could get a submission here as the Barbarian is cranked on a half crab here.
How amazing would it be if he just ripped his leg off and it just came off?
I wouldn't doubt it. I think the Barbarian is strong and savage enough to do something just like that.
I remember the Barbarian also in WWE. He's no stranger to tag team wrestling. He's had other partners, you know.
That's right.
Do you know who they were?
Who are they?
God, do you even watch this business?
I like watching the old school classic Mid-Atlantic style. That's what I know. So go tell me.
I don't remember. I was asking you. Well, you don't know anything, Gentry.
Let's get back to the match. This isn't an IQ test about who knows what about professional wrestling. But all I know here is that the Warlord and the Barbarian are taking it to Rick Steiner. Warlord on the floor. Cameraman, get in position. He's got his leg draped.
Ouch.
Oh, against the steel post. That's gotta hurt.
The Warlord are just totally taking apart Rick Steiner.
That's right. I don't think he's even going to be able to walk, let alone fight back. And Ivan on the outside, you got to watch him as well.
That's right. Maybe he should make a tag to his friend Alex. You remember Alex?
Rick Steiner's friend Alex, that was his hand. And Steiner tastes the chair on the outside. Wow. Face first in that steel chair on the floor. The Warlord and Barbarian, the powers of pain, letting it all out in this tag team match here.
Rick Steiner does not look like he's going to win this match tonight.
No, he looks the worst for wear. You're right, Rob.
He better tag an animal if he wants to go home with Victor.
He better tag an animal or he might go to the hospital after this one. He's taken an unbelievable amount of punishment. And look at Ivan say he's going to help him in the ring, but he just clubbed him right there. And he's got the chain. What's he? Oh, what was that? That's horrible right there, that Russian chain right across the neck and the back of Rick Steiner. He's in a lot of pain, a lot of punishment. The fans, some of the fans rising to their feet here in Waynesboro, they are concerned about the safety of Rick Steiner. That's just despicable what Ivan Koloff did, Rob.
That's right, the dog-faced gremlin just got spaded by Ivan Koloff.
And the fans getting behind.
Chanting LOD.
That's right, they're chanting for this tag team right here. And a big scoop body slam right there by the Barbarian. And a little lackadaisical on the cover.
That was 3.
That wasn't, he didn't even hook the leg.
2, 3.
There's no way you're going to pin a world-class superstar like Rick Steiner without hooking the leg.
There should be a referee on the faster counter than that. Hear all the girls barking?
Well, they're definitely behind Rick Steiner. Steiner maybe on his second win right here. Maybe a little bit of more gas in the tank as he's fighting back, but no, he just got cut off. He just got thumbed in the eye by the Barbarian.
Unbelievable.
Kind of desperate tactics there by the Barbarian.
Rick Steiner, I'm sorry, he's got to make that tag soon or it's going to be over.
You're right. Ducks the clothesline, and he has a lariat of his own. This is his chance, Rob.
Did I just do that?
That's right. Come on, Rick, get the tag. You got to get the tag. This is your opportunity. Steiner, he's got to muster up that 1 more ounce of strength. I don't know if he has it, Rob.
Obviously, he's got to make the tag. He's got a couple seconds to do so because of the Barbarian tags and the Warlord. Rick Steiner's going to be finished. It's going to be all over. And here he is, crawling over to Warlord. Here comes the Warlord.
Here comes the tag. No. But no, he tags in Animal. And here we go, Rob. Animal like a house of fire. A big drop kick to the Warlord. And now the Barbarian. Big shoulder tackle. Big boot. Road Warrior Animal. Steiner back. They are taking it to the powers of pain. And we got fisticuffs right here, but oh no. But Animal off the top rope. Uncharacteristic for this big man. But he just came off with a double axe handle. And here we go. 2-on-1 in the ring.
Oh, the big boot.
He might be loading that boot. What's in it? Oh, he ducks. Warlord. He might have had something in that boot, Rob. He goes. Oh, rolls him up. And 3 count, that's it! Road Warrior Animal and Rick Steiner are victorious. What an impressive showing here by these two great athletes.
This is unbelievable. I cannot believe these guys were just defeated by Rick Steiner and Animal. This is a travesty of justice.
For the main event of the evening, the original Midnight Express against the Fantastics, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. And who's this in the ring? The illegitimate brother of Jim Cornette, Timmy Cornette? Was this your surprise?
Yes, it was. Get this fan out of here.
And there's a fan in the booth here. Sorry for the interruption.
The Fantastics. Is it me or
let this guy speak. Timmy Cornette.
Virginia, the wonderful state of Virginia. It's obvious that everybody here is celebrating Halloween a little early. A big match at the Fantastics. You guys are a great tag team. However, you're not the greatest tag team of all time. The greatest tag team of all time are the twin brothers from different mothers. Warlord and Dennis, beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
That is great. They are the greatest tag team. And is it me, or does Bobby Eaton look exactly the same as he did 10 years ago? And Dennis Condrey, they found him. I'm not even going to tell you where they found him. It's been a surprise, and it will be a surprise. But he's back, the original Midnight Express, teaming up again for the very first time against the Fantastics. Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers. This is going to be one hell of a match. These guys had a history, Doug. All over the country they feuded. For World Class, to Mid-South, to NWA, to WCW. I don't even know if they feuded in WCW. I'm just going to say they did because they feuded everywhere else, so why not?
Well, actually, their first matches happened in the Memphis area, and then they traveled. Their feud traveled to World Class, and then back in the NWA in the Mid-Atlantic area in '87. But it was when Bobby Fulton was teaming with Stan Lane. So actually, they didn't feud there. But look at this! Wow, Bobby Eaton just took a punch right there. He wasn't even a legal man. As we have classic Midnight Express action right there. As they tried to go for the double team, but it didn't.
These Fantastics are perverts.
Fantastic, what are you talking about?
I've seen them on TV so many times, kissing every fan at ringside. I mean,
they're over with the fans. What are you talking about?
What a great way to spread diseases.
They're not doing that. They are not. They're fan favorites. The fans enjoy them. They like them, and they're showing their appreciation to their fans up and close.
They gotta kiss everybody.
No, they don't kiss everybody.
I've seen them kiss everybody.
They haven't kissed everybody. They aren't perverts.
Like the guy from the Family Feud, he kissed everybody on the show.
Oh, okay. Well, at least they're not drunk like Richard Dawson. As we get back to the match, as the Fantastics looking like a well-oiled machine right here. You know, these guys have actually teamed in Japan this year for the IWA Japan promotion.
Who's that?
For the Fantastics.
And I bet they kissed everybody over there, too.
Well, I don't know. They might have, but the Fantastics still wrestling as a team. These days, these guys have been together for boy, over 20 years, maybe 22, 23 years. Now Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey, you know, for the last 15, 16, 17 years, they haven't been tagging together. So I think the advantage could be to the Fantastic.
And there's some heat between Bobby and Dennis, you know.
There's a heat between Bobby and Dennis. No, there's not.
Well, they did have a split up at one time, and now they're back together, but
I'm sure they're going to
feuded.
win. They did. It was the original Midnight Express against the Midnight Express when they had Randy Rose was in and Stan Lane. Some great matches back in 1988. But you know, looking on the outside, Timmy Cornette's on the outside, and he could be a factor that could definitely go well for the Midnight Express.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
He could be the decisive.
Look at that beautiful Stein headlock that Tommy Rogers has applied to Dennis Condrey. Where's he going?
What's he doing? He's going after Cornette's brother, his illegitimate brother.
For what? He's doing nothing outside
He
here.
must have said something. I don't know.
He doesn't say anything.
But Tommy Rogers definitely, he should be worrying about Loverboy Dennis, beautiful Bobby in the ring, and that just backs up what I said. The advantage could go to the Midnight Express possibly in this match because of the outside factor there. Cornette.
I miss Bobby Fulton's blonde hair, and I think Bobby Fulton just misses his hair.
That's horrible. Bobby Fulton with a nice punch right there rocks Loverboy Dennis. This guy's been wrestling for some 30 years. What a true ring general. This guy's been a superstar in so many promotions throughout the ages. And look at this, is he gonna deliver the low blow? No.
Of course not.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you if it was the other way around, Loverboy Dennis would have stomped him right there.
Hey, it's illegal. It's professional wrestling. This is not ballet.
That's
it's
right.
not checkers.
Definitely the Fantastics. Been a little bit more aggressive there. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them.
Bobby and Dennis, they are ring generals. They're talking out. They know what they're going to do. They know what to do to defeat the Fantastics. They've done it before, and they're going to do it tonight right here in Waynesboro.
That's right. And you know what? Timmy Cornette getting up on the apron there. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that's what he's doing.
That's great.
Cheap shot by Bobby Eaton right there. He's not even a legal man, Rob.
Who?
Bobby Eaton.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the referee's not legal. I thought he had like a warrant.
And look at that. The spit is flying right here. What a punch. That could take out some teeth right there. You know what I'm getting? I'm hearing something in my earpiece here.
You're not even wearing an earpiece.
Yeah, I am wearing an earpiece. But Marvin Ward,
to the fans.
Marvin Ward will be out after this match, after the end of the show, and he's going to talk about next year's show here in Waynesboro, Night of the Legends 2005. And he's got some big announcement or something, so stay tuned.
I know what it is.
Well, let's let the fan. I don't want to be surprised. Let's wait till the end of the night.
I hope the announcement is better food next year.
Well, I don't know about that.
Buffet was
Rake in the back. As I was talking, the Midnight Express definitely taking advantage here of Bobby Fulton as we got an abdominal stretch. Looked in.
Look at that. Perfect tag team. That's what I was talking about before. The Midnight Express are one of the greatest tag teams out there. They know how to do things. Double teaming, triple teaming. You know, these guys are incredible.
Well, they definitely could cheat better than anybody else in the business.
It's not called cheating if the referee doesn't see it, Doug.
That's right. What's Bobby Fulton doing? I thought he was trying to blade or something.
What? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
What the hell's a Blade mean? The movie with... What are you talking about? Wesley Snipes?
Okay, and a big vertical suplex there by Dennis Condrey. Goes for the cover. And only a 2 count.
That referee is slow as a turtle.
That's right. This guy went to the Bronco Lubitsch School of Refereeing. There's Condrey again with the rake in the back.
I want to know where Dennis Condrey was.
And here we go again.
Belly to belly, maybe.
Oh, he's got a bear hug cinched in. Maybe going for the belly to belly, but he's just trying to wear down Fulton. Smart maneuvering here by Dennis Condrey.
That's why they're a tag team.
These guys, boy, 2004, you would have told me the Midnight Express, the original Midnight Express, Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby would be wrestling at events, and I'd be like, I don't believe it, but...
You know what would be incredible to add to the mix? The three-way dance with Ricky and Robert.
Wow, that would be like the 3 greatest legendary tag teams of all time together in a ring. I would love to see a match like that.
Eliminate the ding-dongs.
I don't know about that. And Fulton gets dumped over the top rope. And wow, he hit off that floor really hard. That's a big move right there.
Bobby Fulton looks totally out of it.
And Bobby Fulton, I don't know, he might have hit his head on the rail or on the floor there.
And Timmy Cornette was over there checking on him. See, he's a good guy. He's making sure Bobby's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to cheat. That's what he's over there for.
He's checking on him. tradition. He's got respect for these guys.
And Bobby Eaton with a well-placed boot right to the face.
That guy's had too many hot dogs out there.
And here comes Condrey. Condrey on the outside, taking advantage, scoops him up. Oh, drops him. Wow, first on that rail.
He's actually trying to show him the seating chart.
No, he wasn't.
He slipped.
He was cheating. That's what he was doing. And Rogers coming over to make sure no more of that shenanigans on the outside happens.
Why is everybody cheating to you?
Well, they are. That's what it is.
I think when you're younger, somebody cheated on you, like a girlfriend or something like that, and you just have a grudge against cheaters.
All right, well, enough of my personal life. Let's get back to the match.
What am I saying? You don't get girls.
Fulton trying to get back in the ring. As I'm just going to dismiss the commentary of Rob Feinstein. And Eaton choking him. Using the ropes as well.
5 seconds to do that, so hey.
Oh, wow, look at that knee right to the jaw, and again. 3 times. Wow, he could knock him out with those knees. Did you see the strike there? What a fantastic move. Unfortunately for Bobby Fulton, it was against him. And look at Cornette on the outside.
That is beautiful.
He's choking him.
That is great.
Fulton draped over the second rope. He's getting a life choked out of him.
Come on, you tell me if the Fantastics didn't have a manager, the guy wouldn't be doing the same thing to Dennis
The
and Bobby.
Fantastics are definitely straight shooters. They wouldn't do anything like that. And Condrey in the ring. A big lariat takes off the head of Fulton. The referee only with the 2 count.
This referee needs to retire.
This referee is losing some control of this match. Nice scoop slam right there.
Oh, that is great. That right there, Dennis Condrey, they did that on purpose to try to like taunt Tommy and allows Bobby to get in there and do a little bit of double teaming. That is smart on the hand of the Midnight Express.
Well, I guess it's against the rules, but I guess it is smart because the Midnight Express definitely have the advantage in this tag team matchup.
You saw Dennis just rake the back of Bobby Fulton.
But they do have the advantage due to some questionable tactics here.
Questionable.
And Condrey picks him up again, scooped into a power slam. Nice strength there by Loverboy Dennis. He's positioning. Ooh, you don't think we're going to see some vintage double team here?
Alabama Jam, baby.
Maybe not. We got the rocket launcher. Woohoo! Rocket launcher 2004. Oh. And there it is. Nicely done.
Where's the referee? 1, 2. That referee was out of position. I demand Marvin fire that man right now.
Well,
fire him.
Well, the Midnight Express only with a 2 count as it is breaking down here in Waynesboro.
It's breaking down in Tulsa.
Well, we're about 2,000 miles east and a double noggin knocker on the Midnight Express. Tommy Rogers like a house of fire here in Virginia. Wow, and an eye right there. Condrey cuts him off. And Eaton met with a fist by Fulton. Bobby Fulton taking it to Eaton, but no, Condrey clubbing forearm to the back. He just blindsided him, Rob.
The referees, look, there's a referee outside the ring now with a red hat.
And what's going on? Cornette trying to grab Condrey. The referee kicked his arm.
1, 2, no!
And a 3 count, and that's it.
What's going on here?
The Fantastics are victorious here in tonight's main event. What a fantastic night of wrestling. Stay tuned. Marvin Ward will be in the ring to talk about Night of Legends 2005. But what an incredible night of action. The Fantastics are the winners here. Boy, wow, maybe since Jim Cornette wasn't here, that was the decisiveness in this match. Maybe the Midnight Express would have won if Jim Cornette was here. But nonetheless, the Fantastics are victorious. This is Ward Family Entertainment Wrestling, Night of Legends 2004. What a fantastic night of wrestling, and we will see you next year. Thanks very much.